If you are new to early chapter books or simply just want to try out some light reading, then why not look out on the Kindle or Audible app for some of my favourites over the Easter holidays. So, welcome to my top 5 light reading early chapter books. Number 5, Frankie's Magic Football by Frank Lampard. I mean, what's not to love? A mix of football and magical adventures. 4 friends love football. They want to play it all the time, wherever they are, including on a school trip to a museum. Now, I know some children at Bridgetown who'd like to try that. But Mrs. Murray doesn't like this and tells them off. But very soon they whiz off on a magical adventure to the pyramids to see the king's sister. What a great mix of football and fancy magic adventure. Good read. Number 4, The Monster Storyteller by Jacqueline Wilson. This is a great fun book by one of the most renowned children's storybook writers, Jacqueline Wilson. A tiny monster finds Natalie, who is bored at school one morning, and invites her off on his mini flying saucer for lots of monster fun. If you're thinking of a book which could be your first chapter book, this one will be a great place to start. Number 3, Fantastic Mr. Fox. Now, Mr. Fox was my World Book Day dress-up character for a reason, and that is because I love this book. One of the first Roald Dahl books I read, actually, and a good one to start on. Fantastic Mr. Fox is cunning and constantly outwits the farmers who live near him. Mr. Fox steals food from the cruel farmers in order to feed his family and friends, but of course, the farmers are not happy with this. Of course, once you've read this, you can treat yourself to watching the film too. Number 2, George Speaks. Well, if you have a baby brother or sister, you have to read this one. It is a hilarious tale about George, an ordinary looking baby, but when George starts to speak, everyone's life is suddenly turned upside down. A very funny book, and one to read if you are starting to challenge yourself. Sadly, Number 1, Flat Stanley. Wow, I was fascinated by this story when I was a kid. Stanley wakes up one morning with his brother panicking around him. It turns out that bulletin board has fallen on Stanley in the night, and he now is only 1 inch thick. But that's not all bad, because now Stanley can do lots of other things. He can slot under doors, he can fit into an envelope and be posted, he can be made into a paper aeroplane and fly. So you can imagine the sorts of adventures he gets up to because of this, and you can see why I was fascinated by this concept when I was younger. A must read. A bonus book. These books are new. I didn't know about these until very recently, but the Narwhal and Jelly books are great fun. They combine stories, facts, comic book strips to make this book a perfect book to transition from traditional picture books into chapter books. You have a happy-go-lucky narwhal and a no-nonsense jellyfish that makes a hilarious duo, and it is just great fun. So, let us know which books you read over the Easter break. Let your friends know, share it with your family, share it with all of us, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Have fun.